Hello everyone, welcome to today's demo video. Here, this is what I designed for the SynSmart app for the current system. So let's see how can this app be helped with the caregivers, kitchens, and patients as well. So you can see as you have an overview about this guidance page. This is a discover. Let's click on this. And you will see there's an onboarding page. You can get started as a user, get started as a caregiver, and get started as a kitchen staff as well. You can click back, and you can always click back if you wanted to. So let's start with caregivers. And if you start with here, you can see this is a home page of a caregiver. Hi Frank. Frank is a caregiver's name. And you will see the main part of this homepage is that you can find the feedback for the patients. And from here you can check your patients. You can see your eating records in here. You can see the waste, how many food were wasted. And you can check with patients, so see if they have any special needs. And if you want to take notes or something, if you analysis the food, the calculate the nutrition in the further functions, you can send a report in here. So let's start with the feedback. In here, you can see like how much feedback does the patients write, what is the feedback is about, and the latest feedback will be shown here. Like, so that you will know, like from John Dan, for example, this patient, he said he hoped to get more wages, so that you know like what is his need. And from here, your patients, you can check who are the patients under your management. Like this is for example, you click here, like John Dan, this is your patient, and you can see his profile, including his base information. While this information this need to be manually typed in by the caregivers. So if you click this button, you can add a new note for this patient. So what you need to take note about him. Like, does he need any vegan? Does he is a vegan? Is he an allergic with something? So like if you type it in, they will help you to know what you need with this patients. These are the keywords selected for you with the database. In case if you don't want to write too long sentences, you can, after you finish, you can click all of this and you can click submit. So the info is submitted. So you're back. When you go back, and you can see next. So next, you can see the eating part of this patient will record what he eat today, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And these are the beans and the corns all together with this to see like what is he ordered additionally. So if you click chicken, you can see the overall, how many chickens does he eat, how many percent of the puddings does he eat as well. From this data, you can calculate the nutrition, and you can see how much what type of nutrition does the patient, observe from this meal, and you can send feedback. If you send feedback, for example, the patients only eat 40% of the meal, like this is what you can say. You can click voiceover. If you don't want to type in, you can click voice to say like what's the feedback about this patients. So you can click submit, and submit will be automatically added. And then you can go back to the main part. So let's say the eating records. The eating records is different from the patient's part. So this is what we call the overall. What are the for example, in a week, like breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, and water, like how many this breakfast, how many percent of the lunch were consumed by overall all the patients. And you can submit the report based on this data to the kitchen. So the patients will have an idea aware of how many leftovers, how many orders they, took by the patients. The waste is the same way as well. Submit the report here so that you can always let patients know. And here it's a function that the patients can chat with caregivers so that they can interact with each other if they have any special needs. And here, this is a report. You can always see what are the reports you just added. For example, the report of eating, the report of wasting. Click here to see the details of the report and going back to check again. And you can submit the reports as well. So these are what the functions is about the caregivers. I forgot to say, if you go here, there's 3 buttons below. This is a chat page. this is to see what's your patient, and this is what you want to write about your feedback, this part. So let's go back to GetStart as a user. See what this app can do with the user if they need to use this digital app. Firstly, they can call in this function of call caregivers. They can call the caregivers if they need, and this is a feedback part. So the patients can write any feedback if they have any, and also there's keywords to select for them as well, so they can just type it in instead of writing long sentences. But if they wanted to write this, also fine. Submit. Yep, they can submit the feedback. And this is a menu. So this one, well, you can see they can always scrolling down and see what's today's menu. Let's say if they wanted to order chicken and order the pea. For example, if they want to order chicken and maybe add some peas, if they don't want to add, they can just select delete. If they don't want to have an order, just return to the last page. If they wanted to order some chicken with some pea, they can +1, +2, +3. So the image of the pea was showing on this part. So visually, so that the patients will know how many peas they need. And if for the patients with maybe impaired vision, the caregivers will help them to notice it. So if you wanted to, for example, have maybe one additional side of pea, that's fine. You can click select order and then send orders. Congratulations, your food will be ready in 5 minutes. So this is what let kitchens and caregivers know what you ordered. And the next part is a chat. Yeah, like what I introduced with a caregivers part, patients can also chat with caregivers as well. And the me part, so this is when the application have some special needs with some patients with special needs. For example, they can't use their fingers to scrolling the screen due to some disease. So this is a function of facial scanning. Scan their face, and then they will, for example, they will see, when they put some smile on the face, they can automatically scrolling on them. And when they put an angry face, it can identify that you wanted to scrolling down and you are scrolling down. So this will help those patients with special needs. And the Morse code, this is not a real Morse code, but a simpler version. Like you can have a 2 type of press hold. You can have one press, and one hold and long press. So the system, well, when you're ordering food, the system will identify that you, through these gestures, they will identify you wanted to order the chicken. If you want to start this, if you want to, for example, open this function, you can click here. But if you don't want to open the function, for example, assist shell, if the application has assist with a shell with a patient with a smelling problem, you can open this. If you don't want, you can disopen, you can close its functions. So that's all with the patient's part. And let's see also today's flash. Yeah, from here you can see this main area to let you check what is the latest, what is this today's menu mini part. And next, let's start as a kitchen staff. So this part you will see, this main part you will see like the feedback from the caregivers. So you'll find that what the patients were telling the caregivers, and the caregivers will send this feedback to the kitchen staff, so that you can receive this and know what to adjust. And here, overall analysis, you will see like how many food are ordered by patients with some special needs, so that you will know like you know this type of food is probably useful to patients with some special disabilities, so that give you an idea of how many of this food you should order for next week. And the leftover analysis here, like chicken, fish, potato, something like this, help you to analyze how many food are leftovers. And here you can check with the caregivers. You can check with caregivers. Order comparison. This is another function. You can have this. like roast chicken and Yorkshire pudding. You order 22, like roasted chicken, for example. This is like how many orders, how many of them ordered each. 22, 26, 63. So yeah, this is a function for the kitchen. This is overall for what that's the app I designed for the SingSmart. I don't want to put many decorations, but I want to keep it simple and easy to follow style so that you can know where to navigate in the easy and simple way. Yeah, that's all for my presentation for a demo video for this. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.